Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll go on the ground. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
18, 26.
Johnson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver that got him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Conversion.
That's caught. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
Take over first and 10. at their own 35-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing is Wilson. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
First down.
27 yards there, a first down.
34-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Wilson will throw again. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. To the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown Dolphins. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut the lead back down to 2.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
It's fourth down.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
On the jump. 70 Timberwolves. Set up. Set up.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Alec Ingold
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game.
Steelers 8. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Rodgers.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Steelers.
Boom, boom. 158. Hey, 88. Jump out.
Now Rodgers.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready? Viking 18.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Up the middle, Achane. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go. Set. Gravity line. Go.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, right?
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Good for Steelers first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
Easy, 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 easy.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. And he's taken down inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Warren will try the right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, this. Inside.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Ochoa.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Taken in at the 11. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go right. Blue 58. Back north.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Inside. Win 18. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers to throw. That's to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. Here's Freiermuth again. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Right now, you got 58. Jump out! Hey, check 26. Screen it, get up.
Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Blue 58. Yeah, this. Give it. Back north.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
One final try now for Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from South Philly.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will finally run him down. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 33 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's 4th down.
Now Hurts on 4th down. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A run up the middle with Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Second and 7.
63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
On third down, here's Hurts. Forced out wide. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field. And then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. First and 10 now from the 36.
No. 630. Gas 300.
On the ground is Jalen Warren. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 43, here's second and 3.
50. Hey, 319.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. Past midfield to the 45. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A gain there of 24 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down.
Once again, it's Warren. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 29, here's second down and 6.
18.
On the handoff, this is Warren. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Nolan Smith makes the tackle. Third down and 3.
319. Number 50. Hey, you block over here. 319.
He'll try and run it here with Warren. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
I like that call on third down, keeping the ball on the ground. You see so often these defenses, Mike, on third down, they bring out more defensive backs. They bring out some smaller bodies. They're anticipating third down pass. There's a lot of opportunities to take advantage of it with third down run.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's Warren, and he will dive into the end zone. Jalen Warren Touchdown, Steelers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Hurts. Rolling right. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
63, 63, 63. Out.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. That's hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the goal line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Challenge. Set it in. 319. Zoom. Hey, 88. Gat 300. Hey, take 26.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. 32 yards.
First down, Steelers.
58. Back north. Jump out.
First down for Aaron. He's got the connection. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
13 yards.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Blue 58.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers have taken a 4-point advantage.
15. Eagles 11. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Zach Bond, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Now a give to Warren, running right. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. It's a gain of 12 then. Good for a Steeler first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Here's Warren. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
At the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it right here with Warren. And it'll be brought down right around the 40. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. A pickup there of 19 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Get 300. Get 300. Screen it. Screen right. Screen it. Get out.
On the give, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Yeah, there. Lucas the 8. Back north. Slip it in.
On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Bigsby to return it. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. It'll be back up now to start this drive. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway.
Very set. On anyone,